The iconic band Kiss was formed in 1973, in New York, USA. The band's first lineup included Paul Stanley on vocals and guitar, Gene Simmons on vocals and bass, Ace Frehley on guitar and Peter Criss on drums. Who are eccentric with wearing unusual costumes and makeup make them so popular. Many things are unique and interesting during the course of their music career. This video will share some unique and interesting facts about bands with always stunning stage acts. So, check this out. The band's original name was Wicked Lester before they changed it to Kiss. Around April 1972, drummer Peter Criss joined, and in January 1973, Ace Frehley did likewise. They made their debut as Kiss 2 weeks later. Knights in Satan's Service is not what Kiss stands for, as several anti-rock preachers claimed in the 1970s. J.J. French, a former Twisted Sister guitarist, tried out for the lead guitar position with Kiss in late 1972 or early 1973, while the band was still known as Wicked Lester. But Ace landed the job. Ace appeared for the audition while sporting an unmatched pair of orange and red sneakers. The Kiss Army, the band's ardent supporters, got their start in Indiana in the early 70s when a regional radio station refused to play any Kiss music. The Kiss Army, as the protesting supporters were known, marched by the radio station. Kiss in Time was omitted from the original pressings of Kiss' debut album. The cover song, Kiss in Time, which Bobby Riddle initially made popular, was added to the album when it was republished in July 1974. The band wanted their debut album's cover to resemble Meet the Beatles. Aside from that, Warner Brothers Records initially threatened to terminate the band's contract if they did not take off their makeup. As specified in his will, Dimebag Darrell, Pantera, was buried in a Kiss casket. There were only a few created, and I sent mine to Dimebag Darrell's family, Gene Simmons remarked. He stipulated in his will that he wanted to be buried in a Kiss casket because, for some strange reason, he kind of got his start in rock and roll by listening to us. Kiss urns are also offered for people who prefer cremation. In the 1978 film Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, Kiss was given the opportunity to play the future villain band. The band declined out of concern for their reputation. Aerosmith took on the part. Ace Frehley once had a reputation for enjoying a drink, but his timeless song, Cold Gin, wasn't inspired by his favorite alcoholic beverage. In his memoir No Regrets, he states, "I didn't drink gin. Didn't drink booze of any type very often. I wasn't even a connoisseur back then. I was just a beer man. Give me a can of whatever was in your refrigerator. I was content." The term, cold gin, inspired me to write a song about drinking. Peter Criss traveled to England in the early 1970s to try out for Elton John's backing band. He was not successful at the audition. One of the best fire breathers in the world is Gene Simmons. It's a Kiss trick, but Simmons is skilled at the bassist's fire spitting. He is 15 feet tall. Although not quite as stunning as the 8.05 meters, 26 feet 5 in, world record set by American Antonio Restivo in 2011, it is nonetheless noteworthy in what can only be called a minority sport. Kiss has never had a #1 hit in the United States. But in Canada and Holland, I Was Made for Loving You peaked at #1. Paul Stanley came very close to being hired as the producer of Guns N' Roses' 1986 album Appetite for Destruction. But Stanley later changed his mind, and declined. Ace Frehley, according to Peter Criss, contributed bass to numerous early Kiss songs. Sammy Hagar was dropped from a Kiss tour in the late 1970s as the opening act because of onstage profanity. Ace Frehley flew out to Los Angeles as soon as he split with Kiss in 1982 to start recording the first WASP demo tapes. Ace Frehley worked as Mitch Mitchell's drum roadie at Jimi Hendrix's final Band of Gypsys performance in New York in 1970. Bruce Kulick, all guitars, and Eric Carr performed all the instruments on the song, Little Caesar, from the album Hot in the Shade. Gene Simmons asserted to have co-written a song with Bob Dylan in the early 1990s. It hasn't appeared yet. Kiss had 4 albums on the Billboard Hot 100 album chart for the first time since the Beatles in 1977. The top 40 simultaneously featured The Original, Alive, Destroyer, and Rock and Roll Over.